Monday, October 9th, view lesson slides, and then open Quizlet. We want to make sure that everyone that was here is in Quizlet, and if you weren't here, give you an opportunity to join our class. In the do category, we have create a rover to search for life. We'll talk more about that in a minute. So were you able to log into Quizlet? If not, make sure we stop and get you in now, and so I can accept your invitation. Then we're going to spend our time on Mars rover project. Before we do, I want to review, I mentioned this in the recording on Friday, but we didn't talk about it in class, that successfully reading in science, I suggest that you take the following steps. That you start with the practice questions, skip questions you don't know, take note of them, and then go back and read and take notes, especially focusing on the part you didn't know from the practice questions. Use CK12 or the read write or both to take notes. Also take paper notes if you choose. Then review the notes Cornell style. If you need to review the video, do that. And then go back and redo the practice questions looking for improvement. If there's anything that you still don't know, you repeat till 100% success. And now, in addition to this, we added Quizlet, a way to look over vocabulary and study that. So the tools that you have available to you are vast. So make sure you're being a good student and taking advantage of that. But if you're still finding trouble, what do I do? If the reading is difficult, use strategies that you've been taught in all your classes. Okay, we make an effort to look at vocabulary strategies, word stems, reading strategies, note-taking strategies in all our classes that would be helpful. Then next, make sure you're using the read-write text reader, the Pictionary, or the picture dictionary, and the dictionary. And don't be afraid to use the screen reader, or if you're having tracking, use the screen reader tracking line. If you're an English language learner and it's the translation that's the problem, be sure to use the read-write text reader, the picture dictionary, and the regular dictionary to help. And also use the read-write translator. Another strategy is some students will copy and paste the text into a Google document and use the translate tool. There's numerous translators available, but if you need that assistance, make sure that you use it. Regardless of what your challenge is, it's probably going to take you longer to do activities than your classmates. But with perseverance, it will get easier. Without it, it will get more difficult. You're just going to have to make the choice to work hard. So now off to the Mars rover or space probe or whatever you want to call this activity. We want to know, what would you build? If you were sending an object into space to another planet, a terrestrial planet, let's say, like Mars, or the moon, which I know is a satellite, not a planet. But if you're going to send it to a terrestrial object, looking for life, knowing what living things do, knowing what living things need, what would you build and what would be on it? And that is your task. So task number 11 on Classroom.